Hi everyone. Welcome to today's live. So I'm waiting for a few people to join before I start. I felt the need to do a live today. Hi Claudia. Thank you for joining. I'm going to wait for a few people to join. Hi Alina, thank you for joining. I felt the need to do a live because I've a lot of things to share and I find myself increasingly troubled to put it all in posts. Hi Katharina! That's nice that I literally know everyone who has joined so far. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Okay, I don't know Yam Kirt. Welcome. Thank you for joining. So I'm letting a few people join so that I don't have to repeat myself. Nice to see you, Alina. Nice to see you. Nice to see everyone. Nice to know most of you so far. Okay, so I've got a lot of mixed stuff. I've things that I noticed in sessions with clients that are coming up. I've things that I noticed on the outside coming up. And I've got tons of announcements of new things for you. And I'm going to, hi Beverly, and I'm going to just go through and share them all. Hi Anneliese, that's gorgeous. Lots of people I know. That's nice to see you all. Nice to see you all. Iris Schad, welcome. I don't know you yet. Welcome, thank you for joining. So, hi Anneliese. Nice to see you. Hi Beverly. So the first thing, I'm just going to start. I've never done that before, that I literally made notes for live, because it's so much that I fear that I forget anything. Anneliese is saying, hope you are doing well. You are always so kind. Thank you. After a long time, I'm hi Dranike. Welcome. Thank you. Yes, there's lots going on, and now I need to share a few things. Number one, I'll just start. Number one is that there's a new channeled meditation coming up next Sunday on March 21st. It's the channeled spring equinox meditation. I actually just received all the details this morning. So I'm going to post the stories after the live so that you can see it. It also already went out with the newsletter. If you're not on my newsletter yet, sign up for it, because then you also get all the information, all the new things, and you get a free channeled meditation and my free daily alignment prayer. Links are in my bio to the newsletter. So the channeled meditation next Sunday is a very interesting one, a very magical one. It's actually with Kanunos and Bridget, which are one god and goddess. They are twin flames for spring. Hi Elizabeth, welcome. As well as Lady Gaia, the soul and spirit of the earth, who are going to connect you with the earth energies, the energies of spring, and help you to impregnate your life with those energies and bring in the new and creativity and energies of spring. And also part of the meditation will be Odin, the god of psychic visions, and Merlin, the magician, which is why I think that this is a very magical one. I was very surprised to get that this morning. So they are going to help you connect to the magic of spring and bring that into your life and your creations. So that's number one. This meditation is going to happen next Sunday, March 21st. It's the Channeled Spring Equinox meditation, and I'm going to post the details again after this live in my stories. I've just prepared the stories before I went live. And it just went out in the newsletter. So if you have not signed up for my newsletter yet, please do so. Go to my website, sign up for it. When you sign up for my newsletter, you will also receive a free channeled meditation already right after signing up. That was the one thing, the channeled meditation. And also, if you can buy it as just one meditation, that's €11.11. Payment link will also be in the stories. And I've also set up a channeled meditation membership for the whole year of 2021, which you can sign up for. So you get a channeled meditation each month, because I do one every month now. And if you sign up for the membership, you will just receive the email with the link to the recording every month. So in 2021, that's still 10 meditations, March till December. And instead of €111, that is only €99 when you sign up for the membership. And I'm also going to post that as well. It also went out in the newsletter. So, what else? There's some interesting things that I've been noticing in sessions and of course on the outside. I mean, we all know that Corona is bringing up a lot for many people. So what I notice, not just with clients, but also with followers I'm interacting with and communicating with and in my life, is literally that Corona, the situation right now, is bringing up old patterns for people, old belief systems, old behaviors, everything. And literally no one is exempt from this. I'm not exempt from this. I haven't seen any person exempt from this. So that's just something for you to be aware of, because that's something you can work with. And also what I've just read today, and I just also met a colleague who's also in working in healthcare. She said to me that she has so many requests she can't even work as much. So people are. It's such a triggering time indeed, says Anneliese. Yes, it is, and that's what it's here for actually, because it's there to bring up people's old stuff. It's not that suddenly there's like new things coming. It's actually mostly what I see and observe is that the things that have been there before are magnified. And that's for people to see them, to really notice them, and to not push them aside anymore or suppress them, and actually address them. And if it's not good for you, what's coming up, to change it or to release it. And that's actually a chance for changing your life and also noticing what's happening. I also see it in my family. I literally see it everywhere, that people are, it's a growth process. It's growth. I see many people complaining about, oh, this is so much. But the point is that when you get to a point where you feel it's so much or too much, there will be a breaking point where you go past it, and that's where growth happens. Anneliese is saying, I believe they will help us break free and evolve to a next phase. Yes, it's literally evolving to a next level. Because many people get to a point where they say, oh, this is too much, I can't do this anymore. But there's no other chance than going further. And that's where the growth happens. That's where literally Iris is saying, I agree too. Yeah. That's literally where the growth happens. When you get to a point where it feels too much, and I've had these too, just in the past days, yesterday as well. I've had a lot of emotion come up. I had to cancel all my plans because I just needed to process a lot. Anneliese is saying, if there's no confrontation or catalyst, we can't evolve. It's for all humanity now. Yes. What I thought last year, and I haven't spoken about this yet, is that I've been running around literally with a question inside for the past 10 years. And the question was, what needs to happen so that a mass of people, really many people, change their lives? And when this all started and Corona came up, I knew that was the answer. Of course, I would never have thought the answer would be a virus, but it's literally doing everything that's necessary. It's literally stopping people from executing old behaviors because they're literally forbidden. And so they need to change and need to change their lives. It's clearing out. I've watched it since last year, and I actually knew what would happen throughout the year. It brought up trauma, it brought up old karma, it brought up also, it brings up old patterns, it changes areas of society where there has been resistance for decades. And now it all needs to change, and it does at the same time. That's why it's so much. And in people's personal lives as well. But what I'm seeing as well is that people start changing their values and even their lives. So what I notice lately is, and that's a trend in Germany now, that people have been in home office for so long that they are now looking for new homes, because they want bigger homes, they want to live outside of the cities because they don't have to live inside the cities, they want to live more outside in the countryside. So people are changing their lives because of this. And as I see it, it's not something that's new. It's just before people thought that was the life they had to live with. And now everyone is seeing there's different choices, there's different opportunities, different possibilities. And it doesn't have to be like it was. It can actually be different and stay different. So if that happens in your life, what I always say is, if healing happens, if you go through a transformation process, don't do it alone. It doesn't work on your own. Just doing it alone, if trauma comes up, doesn't work. Get help. I do that too. I couldn't do this work if I wouldn't have people in my life that would help me every month. Hi Claire, hi Lena, hi Who is Amber Scott, hi Swats23, welcome, hi Happy Love Joy. So if you are being thrown into transformation processes, if trauma is coming up, if you're on a healing journey, get yourself help. Yes, I'm here to help you as well. So I'm doing healing sessions with angel symbols. Several people who have just joined have been working with me already. So that's my way how I can help you with the healing sessions with angel symbols. If you only want guidance, you can book a live reading. But if you really want to release blockages, old energies, clear your family line from trauma, then healing sessions are the thing to do. Another thing I've also noticed, especially in healing sessions, is how children that come into the family bring up all the trauma and all the patterns. I've had several clients in the past weeks where that happened, to the extent that I literally thought, wow, this is crazy, this is amazing. They know exactly what they do when they come in as souls. And the child doesn't even have to be born. I've looked back on my journey, and who knows me knows that I have, yeah, Claire is saying, oh yes, because she's one of them. Where the child brought up old patterns, old trauma, and it's literally a service of them. They come in to help the families clear out all this old trauma, all the old patterns, so that this is not being brought into the future of the family. And I've had this with several families in the past weeks. One was very extreme, where a child came in that will not be born because there was an abortion happening. That was a pregnancy after a rape. So, and there's no judgment. That's something that came through as well. So there's no judgment about abortion from the souls. But this child, in the time it was in the womb, she literally brought up all the stuff from the whole extended family. I've worked with several people in that family. That was so apparent that this soul knew exactly what she was doing to clear out all this stuff. Annalise is saying, I feel like clearing lineages is really coming up indeed. We got to stop cycles and heal. Yes, it really is. I've noticed that very prominent in actually this year with clients. And it starts at very different times. So I've had it during the pregnancy that ended before the child was born. I've had it with after the birth of a child. Someone had it half a year after the child was born. So it's very different. And in my family, it's completely different, because I have already cleared the family line in the past 10, 15 years. And now a child was sent in that has a completely new energy. And it's my sign, and my sign from God, literally saying, look, this is the energy that comes in after you've cleared all that stuff. Hi, Donovan. Thank you for joining. Hi, kindergarten mom. Thank you for joining. So this, like Annalise is saying, clearing lineages from trauma and old patterns. Hi, Annie. Welcome. Is really, really, really coming up right now. And what I noticed at the beginning of the year already, and also spoke with my naturopath about, is that last year has been clearing out already, but it's still ongoing. We are still clearing out. Hi, Annie. And we are making, it's making space for the new. It's literally making space for new energies. And it's happening all over the world. I've got clients from all over the world. Not Claire is saying this clarity helps us moving into the future. Yes, it really, really does. And the more you clear out, the more clear you become, really. I've noticed that with myself in the past years, after years of trauma release, how much clarity I suddenly have that I never had before. I've got that with clients, that I immediately see what's going on. I've got that in my life, that I immediately see where things go wrong or where companies just make stuff up. And also, I can be very clear with people and say very clearly, no, this is not how it's going to go. That's what's happening. You clear this up now. And it literally brings clarity. The more old energies you clear out, the clearer you become, and the clearer your guidance is getting also. I've just explained that to a client 2 days ago. It's like you are here, and when you are born and grow up, you get like everything put on top of you. You get it from inheritance, and that already happens in the womb. It's already there. I've just done an inner child healing workshop in the Angel Symbol Practitioner certification, and I pulled symbols for my own pregnancy, which I never had before, meaning when I was in the womb, the baby, when I was the baby in my mother's womb. And I could see from the symbols that all the topics that had come up later in my life and already in my childhood had already been present in the womb. It was already there all. So you get it all from the beginning, and then you work your way out of it, literally. You transform it. And a lot of that clearing, especially clearing of your own karma and family karma, happens between people's 30s and 40s. And it may be different for others, but that's what I've been noticing and also heard from someone else. Yeah, Claire is saying, wow, powerful. Yeah, it is. And when you start clearing that all out, you literally carve yourself out of the stuff, and you remove the stuff, and then there you are. And the more you clear out, the clearer you become, the better you feel yourself, you notice yourself, the better you know yourself. And the stronger and more confident you are, because you've released all that's not yours, and then you actually feel yourself and who you are. And you also get very clear guidance, because all this like buffer material, which was energies that are not yours, is gone. So that's why I always say clear out all the old energies. That's why I recommend the energy clearing course for everyone to do a clearing of your whole life. The next one starts May 31st, if anyone wants that. But healing sessions also help to clear this stuff very individually for you. So whatever is coming up for you, the symbols, look at that, show the topics, and also help to release them. That's the thing with the angel symbols. They are helping to release. Annalise is saying, I can really feel that's a big task for me to end the cycle. Yes, a lot of us. Annie is saying the energy clearing course, I assume, was great. I highly recommend it. Thank you, Annie. Yes, a lot of us, Annalise, are here to clear the family lines. It's literally that in the past generations and also in past lives, didn't have the tools and didn't have the awareness and abilities that we have. And it's often the case that it's often just one person that comes into a family line to clear it all out. It only needs one person. And it's often us. So I know it was definitely me. Hi, Sab. it was definitely me for my family, and I know a lot of you have been working with me already, and I know for a fact that you are the ones in your family. And I can tell you from my family clearing that you can do it with help. I could never have done it on my own. I repeat that again and again. Don't try to do it on your own. I would never be where I am today if I had not had people helping me on my path of healing and clearing and releasing trauma. Hi, Sarabjit. Claire, that's great. That's good to see it that way. Claire is saying, honored to be the one. Yes. Because it tells you something about yourself, what you find your own power in this. And it's just because that comes to me right now, it's also mostly women. And the reason for that being that in past lives, we were often not allowed to be ourselves. We were often not allowed to practice our abilities. We were often not allowed to be healers. And that is why it's often women coming into families to clear out the family line and healing it. And everyone here present that I've been working with, you are the one in your family. Annalise is saying that really resonates. How do we clear? I did a family arrangement. I don't know the English word. I think I know what you mean, and I don't know the English word as well. Annalise is saying, what tools help us break cycles and clear so we don't give it to the next generation and heal ourselves? Well, I can only tell you what I'm using, or I have been using, and it's a lot. It's a combination. You clear out your family line by clearing out yourself, by going on your own healing journey. And I tell you one other thing that just comes to me. It's if anyone tells you you can't be healed, or this can't be healed, whatever you are talking about with someone, never ever believe that. Healing is always possible if you work with the right people and the right tools. So one thing that was very important for me, because my body had a pattern of saving trauma in my body, in my muscles, I needed a lot of osteopathy and body trauma therapy. I've also been working with a naturopath, with homeopathy, and with angel symbols. And that's the work I do with you if you work with me. That's how I help you release. Alina is saying, thank you. Sarabjit is saying, amen to that. Yeah, I've never ever believe someone telling you you can't be healed, or whatever you have can't be healed. That just tells you that they don't know how to do it. No judgment here. A lot of old healing methods are not going to work in the future anymore because the energies are changing and there's a need for new, higher vibrational tools. This is one of them. My energy field working with you right now as well is also one of them. Sarabjit is saying, I think it's fair to say that if we want to heal, that's a strong message to tell us that it's a time to start the journey. Yes, Iris is saying, thank you, you're welcome. Annalise is saying, when you get ill due to trauma and they label you as chronically ill. Yes, that is what I mean. You feel as if you will never heal. Yes, I've been there. You do heal. And sometimes it can take a long time because there's a lot of complexity in not just your stuff or not just things from this life, also from past lives, and then from your family line. It's a lot, but it's possible. Always. Never assign yourself a label of an illness or chronic illness. Don't do that. Don't say my illness. Say the illness. To stop taking ownership of this. Because it's just, for me, what I've learned and experienced, it's a correction mechanism to put you on your path. Nothing more and nothing less. Hi, People Mom. Thank you for joining. So, trust your own feelings, trust your own guidance. And if something in you is saying this can be healed, trust it. It might be complex and it might take time, but that's the journey. That's also where you learn to step into your power, because you decide what you do. You decide what you believe. Hi, Mystic Jitters, welcome. Annelies is saying, thank you, dear Antje, you're welcome. So if you want to work with me, I can offer you healing sessions with angel symbols. They do help to release anything. People Mom is saying, I've been getting migraines, not sure how to heal them. Work with me in a healing session. The thing is, the physical symptom is just your body saying, get help. There's something that needs to be cleared. And you don't see what it is behind that. I often see it as soon as I ask you for your whole story. I immediately know whether it's trauma from you, from your family line. I immediately know if there's karma coming up from past lives, just because I notice the energies and I just know it from my experience. The angel symbols, as well as my energy field, help to clear that stuff and help you change whatever needs to be changed. They are pointing to the topics that are behind your physical symptoms. Hi, Mystic Jitters. Thank you for joining. So, People Mom, if you want to know what your migraines are telling you, connect with me, send me a DM, work with me in a healing session. What else? Oh, and we've got a new moon in Pisces coming up depending on where you are. People Mom is saying, yep, trauma, definitely needs some healing. I will try a session with you. Yes, please do. Claudia is saying, working with the angel symbols is amazing. Yes, thank you, Claudia. We've done a healing session. I would never be where I am today without these. I've started working with them in 2006. I would never want to miss. I work with them every day. They are part of my life. If I don't understand why something is coming up, why something is bothering me, I grab them and pull a card, and it tells me what's going on, what's behind the topic, what I don't see, because what you see physically or feel physically is often not what's the problem. The body is just the way of communication with you, because that's what you react to. If you have a pain, then you notice, but you might not notice the trauma underneath or whatever's coming up in your family, or you might be so busy or stressed that you don't notice what's going on in your life at times. I've had that too, because we just train to be busy all the time. So the body brings up pain or any kind of illness to literally stop you in your tracks. And that is what Corona is doing as well. So yes, people mom, let's work with these in a healing session. So I've pulled today Salome, I stick to my truth. My truth is I would never be where I am today without these. And these are one of the new tools for the new age that I was talking about, because we need new tools. And that's what makes us the people or the women who clear out the family lines, that we are able to bring in new tools to heal. Because in past lives, those tools were not available. There was no possibility for healing. There was no possibility for karma release. And our parents can't do it either. They often just don't have the ability. That's why we are here. And supported by the energies that are changing on the whole planet. Pibble Mom is saying, I also seem to pick up on others' energy. My girlfriend has bad migraines almost every time I see her. I get pressure in my head. It's unreal. We are very connected. Yes, yeah. Well, what I can tell you is that when you are following me, you are sensitive. So you do pick up energies. That's why I say, learn energy clearing. Clear out your energies. That's what the energy clearing course is for. But I also can give you some clearings in the healing session to work with. Because you do pick up energies. And even that is telling you something. I've just had a session with another client saying, listen to your body, listen what your body and feelings are telling you, because that's your navigation system. It can look gorgeous on the outside and it can be just shit for you. And I literally said to her, use this as a guideline. When it feels shit for you, it is shit. And when it feels good, it is good. Use that. Might seem simple, but it's literally training to listen to what you're feeling and trust that and also act upon it. So don't go into situations where you feel like shit. Pibble Mom is posting laughing emojis. Yes, I know. That's why I said I'm using humor in healing sessions, because it helps to lighten sometimes heavy feeling emotions and transformation processes. Check out my feed at the moment, because I'm taking part in the March Meet the Maker challenge and posting something every day. And some of the things that I'm posting at the moment, I don't often share. So check out my feed for the things that I'm posting right now. Yeah, and one thing was actually that I'm using humor in the sessions, because it just helps to lighten the energies. Sarabjit is saying, sounds like common sense, but we still don't get it. Yeah, Katarina is saying, I love this sentence because I told it to her. Yeah, it's simple, but that's literally like it is. And that's what we don't get told, because we are being taught to like endure shit throughout our whole life in like we've been growing up. But it's not normal as a sensitive person that you feel good in big, large groups. It is normal for a sensitive person to feel good in one-on-one conversations. Yes, of course, with the right people, because if you've got someone who has a low energy, then you won't feel good as well. Hi, Julia. Thank you for joining. So listen to what your body and feelings are telling you. And Sarabjit, you are right, because it's training. We are not used to it, because as children we've been taught to endure everything and suppress our feelings. and don't listen to our bodies and don't listen to our feelings, and instead listen to parents and everyone else. And now you have to literally untrain yourself and train yourself to listen to your body and your own intuition. And the intuition comes through the body. The mind is usually up here, thinking. But what comes as impulses and what you feel in the body, that's the intuition. And when you get pain or migraine or whatever, then there's something that your body and your soul are telling you. So, listen to that. Train yourself to listen to that. And change your life accordingly so that you increase the situations in your life that feel good and decrease the situations in your life that do not feel good. Same goes for people. Start clearing out people in your life that do not feel good, that make you feel bad, that pull you down. If you do that, you make space for new people to come in. That is what you do when you clear out energies. You make space for something new, for new experiences, new people, new places, new careers. That's what clearing is doing for you. And you literally make yourself feel better. That's the important thing to know. Claire is saying, absolutely. Pibble Mom is saying, also waking up at 3 a.m. multiple times a night. Not sure what spirit is trying to tell me. Yeah, if you wake up at night, can't type, that's okay. Don't worry. I'm probably used to reading this. And yeah, that's telling you that spirit is trying to tell you something if you wake up at 3 a.m. because that often happens to people, to sensitive people, because at that time it's quiet in the energy field, it's quiet outside. And they can wake you up, they can send messages through, and if you don't know what's coming through, then right now, let me do something. I do have cards here, so I'm questioning. Because they are sending messages through, so I would say just they're telling you to do something. So what is it that they want you to know? That's interesting. So the card I just pulled for you is joy and contentment. And that literally goes in the direction that I was talking about, because that is what we need to go for. Go for what brings you joy. Go for what brings you contentment. So in your case, I would actually question if they wake you up at night, if I don't know what you're doing as a career. I would question if a career change might come up, if they want you to clear out the old stuff, heal the trauma, because then you also open up to better receive messages and guidance. So I would question whether you might be meant for a spiritual career that brings you joy and contentment, because that's also something that is important. I would love to welcome you. That's a hard to spell name. Tsuchi Priyanka Vali. Thank you for joining. Yeah, so Pibble Mom, the other card is Mother, Father, God. That tells me ask for guidance. And literally train yourself to work with guidance, clear out the energies. Priyanka is your name. Welcome, Priyanka. Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, start working with me in healing sessions. Send me a DM, start working with me in healing sessions, and she's saying, we'll be starting new job and also just broke up with my boyfriend. Okay, I believe we had past lives together. So many readings told me, but he's not healed. Literally drained me physically, mentally. Yeah, that's also something I'm noticing. There's lots of separations right now. That's just being brought up. Things are being brought to the surface. It's not that they have not been there before, but in the past we might have been able to ignore them. They might not have been as present, but if you literally just be together all the time and the situation brings up everyone's trauma, it also brings up the need to separate. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. But a separation and time for yourself is literally time for you to heal, to use that to do your own healing journey. And focus on yourself, creating the life that you want. That's also something that's really important for women, because it wasn't possible in past lives. Most of us have not been able to create the life that we wanted in a past life. That's why it's important to do it now. And often it's important to do it first before we go into another relationship. She's saying, I miss him though, I hope we reconcile. Yeah, but still, focus on yourself and focus on your own healing. When you change your energy, the energy in the dynamic changes too. So let's do healing sessions. Priyanka is saying, I feel this stuck energy and always try extra hard to communicate myself, which lands up in my misunderstanding, leaving me more frustrated. Okay. Annalise is saying, yes, realize you are your own person and in a relationship with yourself first. Yes. Pibble Mom is saying, yes, have to work on me. Yeah, let's do it. Priyanka, let me see what that is, what comes up. Leaving you more frustrated. I would also say focus on yourself. If you want a reading or a healing session, do it. Just connect to me, contact me, because there's something. Don't try to be with people or integrate with groups or people that are not the right for you. So you need to listen to your own intuition, and if it feels shit, don't go there. Priyanka is saying, when we work on ourselves, people guilt trip us for looking out. Well, no, then you're just with the wrong people. So Judith is saying, aren't you finding one of our children to be more difficult right now? Yeah, well, you've started working on yourself, so you are changing the dynamic in the family. So it might bring up stuff for other people in the family. I've had that too. So working with one woman that was thinking about separation, and as we started clearing out her trauma, suddenly her husband's trauma came up that was before covered underneath hers. And now he's doing therapy as well. And now suddenly everything is getting better. That's the interesting thing as well. So yes, if you start your healing journey, if you start changing your energy, things are changing in the family. That's what it is. Annalise is saying there's nothing selfish about self-care. And if they respond, then that's their projection of unresolved things. Yes, I agree. So Judith is saying, meaning she can't get her way all the time anymore. Yes, because you are setting boundaries. That's what I said. Yeah. Because when you clear out energies that are not yours, you automatically get better boundaries and you automatically start setting better boundaries. because you clear out what has not been yours and you feel yourself more. So you also know better what feels good for you and what doesn't. You also know better where your energy ends and someone else's begins. And you also know better when some energy comes at you, whether you want to take that or not. And then you say no. So you literally learn to have better boundaries and set better boundaries. And yeah, and that's how other people will notice that you don't tolerate all their stuff anymore. Priyanka is saying, but how about people who don't understand the meaning of inner work and just create more hurdles than let you heal? They trigger us unknowingly. Yes, but you need to focus on yourself, not on everyone else. Yes, people are there to trigger you. Every person in your life is there to help you heal. So careful. If you point one finger at someone else, there's 4 fingers pointing back at you. So always do your own work. What comes up is for you to heal. No one is causing anything in you. Other people are only mirroring you or triggering something that comes up from your past to heal. So everyone is a helper in your life. Hi Jules, welcome. Thank you for joining. So everyone else is a helper in your life to help you heal. Yeah, Sarabjit, thank you for repeating that. I said they are not your people, Priyanka. That's what I was saying. Yeah, when it feels shit, it is. If people are going against you, they are not your people. And that's what we need to learn. Because again, as children, we learn to accept everyone. Priyanka is saying, well, family cannot not be our people. Oh, I tell you, they can. I've cut off contact with my family for the most part of 10 years because I needed to release trauma and they were causing me endless panic attacks. You need to choose yourself. You need to find your own power. And if that means cutting off family for the time of your healing, then it's what's needed. And apart from that, something else helps. Cutting circles with angel symbols help to cut off unhealthy, energetic connections with anyone in your life, including family. That's why I say healing sessions with angel symbols can help you with anything. Sarabjit is saying, yes, they can be. You can love them from a distance. Yes, true. Annalise is saying, I'm happy to have joined your life. I went to the doctor today again and I'm not in a great place because I feel like I'm never going to heal. Don't ever believe that, Annalise. If you can work with me in healing sessions, do not believe that you can not heal. And I'm getting goosebumps while I'm saying work with me in healing sessions. And that is a sign for you that this is the right thing. Sarabjit is saying, and I'm South Asian. I understand what Priyanka is saying. Love them from far away. Annalise is saying, and yes, you can absolutely cut ties with family if they are not healthy or helping. Let it go. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, everyone, for supporting each other. That's gorgeous. Thank you, Bate Papostella Chat for joining. Thank you, Angela Powers, for joining. Sabjit is saying, get goosebumps. I actually have goosebumps as well. So Priyanka, if you want my help, connect to me and work with me in healing sessions, because we can find out how you can do this, how you can change your behavior. We can cut the ties with your family that are at the moment blocking you from going past them and going further. And we can find ways for you to heal and to release what you've inherited from your family and for you to create the life and find the people that are right for you. Thank you, Sarabjit. She's saying, I will say that Antje has been very helpful for me beginning my journey. We've done healing session. So, yeah, join me. Thank you, Antje. You're very welcome, Sarabjit. Look, I've been through my own transformation and healing process for the past 15 to 20 years, ahead of a lot of people that are thrown into it now for a reason. It was a very lonely journey because not like now, everyone else is thrown into that as well. But the reason for it was that I'm at a point in my life and in my work now that I can help you. That I have the tools, that I'm in the health state and have an energy field that is clearing out your energy while you're working with me, while you're talking to me. That's the reason why I have been through this process in the past 15 to 20 years, that I'm in a position now to help you. That's why I'm here. Hi, Eclectic Vibes. Thank you for joining. Now, something else I wanted to mention, because there's also another question that I'm being asked a lot, and that is, how do I ask my angels for help? And if I start explaining that, the next question I get is, how do I know that they're communicating with me? So, I've set up a 5-day video course for you where I will teach you exactly that. That's going to happen April 5th till 9th, and you can join that. So that's a course where I will teach you, and I will literally speak out examples how you can ask angels for help, and I will also give you examples how they talk to you or communicate with you, because it's not usually like I talk. They have many ways of communicating with you, through signs, through cledons, which is like people being an oracle for you, through your senses, and the more energies you clear out, the better information you receive, the more clairvoyant, clairaudient, clairsentient, claircognizant you become. So I will explain in 5 videos how you can ask your angels for help and how they communicate with you. It's a 5-day video course from April 5th till 9th. I believe I've already posted it in my feed. Yes, I did in the past days. So check there. I'm also going to post it in the stories in the coming days again. And sending it out through the newsletter. I think I did that as well. If you've not signed up for my newsletter yet, please do it. Because everything I need to communicate, I will send out through the newsletter every week. Also, when I do new videos, new free videos on my YouTube channel, I will send that out as well. Tomorrow and on Saturday, depending on where you are, is a new moon in Pisces. A new moon is also always a good start for new energies. It's also a good time to do a reading or a healing session to literally start a new journey. Also tomorrow, the Mercury retrograde shadow ends. Hallelujah! Because for some reason this week there was a lot, like, felt like Mercury retrograde was happening again. So energies are probably going to pick up after that a bit more, because now all planets are moving forward until April 27th, which means there's a lot of forward movement. So if you want to start your healing journey, If you have projects that you want to get going and finish this year, use this time while our planets are moving forward, and you get a lot of energy and planetary support. After that, planets are going to start retrograde and things might slow down or be jumbled up again. So the next weeks until the end of April is a good time to start anything new with this new moon right now coming up, and then just keep going, use the energies. Anything else? I think that was it. And it was a lot. Thank you everyone who has been joining. Thank you for communicating. Thank you for supporting each other through the feed and through the communication. Thank you for the positive feedback on the healing sessions and on the energy clearing course. And for anyone who wants to start to work with me to heal their trauma and their chronic illnesses, Annelies, Priyanka, Pibble Mom, please connect with me. I would love to help you. That is what I'm here for. You're very welcome, Sarabjit, Claire, Alina. You're very welcome. Please look in my feed. I do post every day, and you might not see the post every day, so look out for it. That's the funny algorithm of Instagram that I will probably never understand. So if you want to see my posts, also look out for them intentionally. I also do post in my stories every day. And again, I also send out a newsletter every week. So if you want to be informed, please sign up for it. Links are in my bio. You're welcome, Mystic Jitters and Claudia. Annelies is saying, a pleasure as always seeing you and talking to you. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome, Priyanka. Okay, so let's end this for today. And if you have any questions, if you want to start working with me, message me. Thank you for joining, and see you next time. Bye.